Oh, hello everybody. Welcome to Tommy Maroon Sports Show. It's episode number 183. Good Lord. That many. I can't believe it. Hopefully there's more where that came from. And before we start, let's talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers because we can. Team leaders. Well, some of the team leaders include those two men right there. Donovan Mitchell on your left, Jarrett Allen on your right. Mr. Mitchell, 26.9 points per game, leads the Cavs and also leads the Cavs with 1.5 steals per game. Jarrett Allen leads the Cavs with 9.9 rebounds per game and a 65.3 field goal percentage. Darius Garland has 8 assists per game. And Evan Mobley's averaging 1.4 blocks per game. Always good to see that dynamic duo out there on the court. They're very good at what they do. And speaking of doing good at what you do, how about those Cavs winning not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight, but rather 6 straight games? It's been a fun time to be a Cavs fan, isn't it? Cavs against Warriors. Let's start off with that. Cavs won that one 114-91. Darius Garland and Jarrett Allen, 23 points each. Of course, that game is Cavs-Pistons, which was the next game. Donovan Mitchell, 21 points. Kristaps Porzingis, 18.7 rebounds. And Will Barton had 15 points off the bench also for Washington. Cavs were never trailing during the entirety of the game, even though they committed 2 more turnovers than Washington. Here's another game in which those good old Cavs weren't trailing at all in a game. This one right there that you're looking at right now, Cavs-Pistons, a good win, 113-85. Jarrett with 20.16 rebounds, Evan Mobley 19 points, 8 rebounds, and Karis LeVert, that's right, Karis had 15 points, and Bojan Bogdanovic 15 points for Detroit. He was one of the 3 Pistons with double-digit points. Cavs were winning for the entire game as previously mentioned, and the Cavs out-rebound Detroit by 18. Look at that high-flying dunk by Karis LeVert. Guy who the Cavs got via trade last year, I believe, from Indiana. And then Cavs at the Pelicans. Cavs won that one. That was their 5th straight. 118-107. Donovan Mitchell, 30 points. Evan Mobley, 28 points, 13 rebounds. Jarrett Allen, 20 points, 11 rebounds. Brandon Ingram, 28 points, 8 assists. And here's a man who formerly played for those Cavs, Larry Nance Jr. He's now a Pelican. 11 points, 6 rebounds off the bench. Cavs were winning for almost the entire game and had a worse 3-point percentage, but still, it didn't matter. They got the job done nonetheless. Then you have Cavs against the Bulls. The Cavs won that one for the 6th straight time. Good God. 97-89. 29 points and 10 rebounds for Donovan. 23 points and 10 rebounds for Jarrett Allen. 19.7 assists for Darius. And then Zach LaVine, 23 points. Nikola Vucevic, 14 points and 14 rebounds. Cavs bench only scored 5 points that entire game against the Bulls. But still, the starters did everything they could to give those Cavs the win. Bulls were up by 13 in the 3rd and choked it away. And that is how it's been. And we cannot forget tonight that the Cavs are playing again, looking for their 7th straight win. This one going to be up against the San Antonio Spurs. Where do the Cavs stand in the standings, you may be wondering? Why, they sit in 4th place, 37-22, 5 games out of Boston for the top seed. 3.5 out of the division lead. That, my friends, is pretty impressive. At least that's my opinion. And now time to look at Tommy's picks. They're back because if you recall, a few weeks ago and last week we did the tournament in-depth breakdowns. Now we're going to do the picks. First things first, you see it on your left, of course. We're doing girls basketball playoffs, which is on the left and center, and boys basketball, which is on the right. Mentor against Hoover in Division 1, Northeast 1. I'm picking the Cardinals to win that. And then Division 1, Northeast 1, these will be or all 4 of them will be Division 1 Northeast 1. Walsh Jesuit playing Mayfield, picking Walsh. Out against Cleveland Heights, picking Cleveland Heights. McKinley will beat Glen Oak. Hoban will beat Cuyahoga Falls in Division 1 Northeast District 2. Boardman going to beat Shaker Heights. And what should be a great game, Green Bulldogs against the Stone Monroe Falls Bulldogs. That will be really good, but I think Stowe will come away with the one. Just looking at their records so far this season, Stowe is 18-5 in girls basketball. And looking at Green, let's pull them up. They sit at a 15-6 record, so that's going to be a great matchup to say the least. At least according to Max Preps, that's what their records are. And Hathaway Brown going to beat Massillon Washington. In Division 1 Northeast 3, Solon's my lock of the week against Lakeside. Solon, the number 1 seed in the district. They should have no problems taking down Lakeside. And then East Lake North against Perry, picking Perry to win that. And then Massillon Jackson playing Ordonia, picking Massillon Jackson. And then Louisville against Hudson, picking Louisville. And then D1 Northeast 1. Of course, I only did, D1 Northeast 4 actually. I only did D1 today. I will get all the divisions once we get deeper in the tournament, which is hard to believe that the seasons will be over for some of these schools by the end of the week. Brunswick against Revere. I want Revere to win this game because we swept Revere earlier in the season. I have a good feeling about the Minutemen if we can win, because if we beat Berea Mid-Park, which I think we will, but if we beat Berea Mid-Park, we play the winner of Brunswick-Revere. And I want Revere to win it, but I don't think they have what it takes. They did do a good job taking down North Olmsted nonetheless, but against Brunswick, at Brunswick, it won't be easy, picking the Devils. Brecksville against Barberton, winner goes to St. Joe's. And I'm thinking that the Bees are going to St. Joe's. Midview against Amherst Steel, picking Midview. And then Division 1 Northeast 5, you got Olmsted Falls against John Marshall. Olmsted Falls, one of the higher seeds, picking John Marshall. Olmsted Falls, excuse me. Westlake against John Hay. Here's an upset for you. John Hay on the road. They've had their struggles, to say the least, this season. Westlake, not a shabby team, but I think John Hay can do it. I mean, Berea Mid-Park did take down Normandy, so you never know what can happen. They sit at 14-8, though, John Hay, but they are on the road in the playoffs, and on the road in the playoffs definitely means you're an underdog. So there is that. Avon Lake against Lakewood, picking Avon Lake. Medina against Valley Forge, picking the Bees to win that. And then Division 1 Northeast 6. Magnificat playing Lorraine, picking Magnificat to win it. North Ridgeville against Worcester. I think Worcester will go on the road and conquer. Then you guys, Wadsworth Strongsville, picking Wadsworth to win it. And then Rocky River Avon picking the Avon Eagles. Now time for high school boys basketball because, well, we did girls basketball. Now time to do boys basketball. Should be fun. Highland against Wadsworth at Wadsworth. I don't know why I'm thinking Coach can pick up win number 101. Of course, last Friday night, Coach Estaro got his 100th career win against those Aurora Greenmen. So congratulations to him. I think there's more where that came from. But that should be a good game, Highland Wadsworth.
Both 13-9.
I thought both were 11-9, but yes, 13-9 in that case. Same record nonetheless. I looked them up on Max Prep, so thank you, John.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Oh, you
11-9 is correct because they both have 2 games left, which would make 22.
Yeah. You're fine, John. You're fine. Copley against Highland. Oh, boy. I hope we can beat Copley, but I think Copley's going to sweep us in boys basketball this season, just like how they swept us in girls basketball. At the famed double-decker in Copley. I know Wadsworth also has a double-decker, but Copley always hosts the playoff games. So I'm thinking that the Indians are going to win it. Aurora against Revere. Revere has won the American Conference this season. I think they will be my lock of the week. They will take down the Green Men with another win. Brunswick against Stowe. That's a big game, folks. Two teams that are very good at what they do. I am picking the Brunswick Blue Devils. And then Avon against Amherst. Still picking Amherst. No, I'm picking the Avon Eagles. Excuse me. Let's look at the Northeast Ohio Zone Top 25 for a second as we see that Midview will beat Elyria. But yeah, looking at the top 25, if I can pull it up. Of course, one of the issues with the Northeast Ohio Zone is that he doesn't do girls basketball. You'd be really surprised to see how good girls basketball truly is. But yeah, Stowe, where is Stowe? They are number 9, and Brunswick is number 20. So that's a top 25 showdown. Brecksville against St. Ed's. Brecksville number 10, St. Ed's number 2. I want Brecksville to win this because St. Ed's would go down, and not to mention the fact that we play St. Ed's later on in the season. So there is that. And then number 1 against number 2, St. Ed's number 2, Richmond Heights number 1. I think St. Ed's can hand them their first loss of the season. And then you have Padua against Walsh Jesuit, picking Walsh. I mean, Walsh is 24 in the Northeast Ohio Zone rankings. And then looking at Holy Name, number 17, despite a very impressive 17-1 record against Fairview, I'm picking Holy Name. St. Vincent, St. Mary, number 6 against number 4, Lutheran East. I am picking St. Vincent, St. Mary. That should be a fun one. I mean, we got a lot of good matchups this week, that's for sure. Hoban against Lutheran West, number 11 against number 7. I'm picking Hoban to win that. And then Buckdole against McKinley. Where is Buckdole? Where are they? Looking. Is they even on here? Yep, they are. They're number 12. And Buckdole, number 12, will be going up against Canton McKinley. Don't see them anywhere. Picking the Buckdole Griffins to win that one. Well, folks, in high school boys basketball, I know I've been harping a lot on boys basketball because, well, with the girls team, I feel a little more confident in because, well, they have a good game against Berea Mid Park, and the game against Brunswick will be a toss-up because, as we all know, that game was very close last time. However, for this one, looking at the AP rankings, according to Northeast Ohio Zone, right here they dropped St. Ed's number 2 in D1. That is beyond scary. Oh, ye gods. St. Ed's is number 2. If we beat Valley Forge, we go to St. Ed's. It will either A, be a death sentence, or B, one of the greatest upsets of all time. Can you imagine if we beat St. Ed's? I mean, honestly, both the boys and girls team have a bit of a rocky trail to get to win the districts. If we win the districts, of course, you got Brunswick and St. Joe's in girls basketball. Of course, both those schools took us down earlier in the campaign. I know it was early in the campaign, but still, you never know what can happen. And I'm honestly a little concerned, considering the fact that we also lost our star center Lane due to injury. Hopefully she'll be back soon. She's got to play for Northern Colorado in volleyball soon. So there is that. And then the boys team, to say that the season's been a disaster, you'd be horribly mistaken because, well, the boys basketball team has 0 seniors, no players over 6'4", and just 2 players on the team. That's right, 2 players from the team that played varsity last year. So saying that they're 11-9 is actually not that bad. They should be much worse, they should be bad, I should say. They shouldn't be good, but good they are. And they can do the impossible and stun St. Ed's in 12 more days. Good Lord, 12 days to either a death sentence or an upset. But first we got to beat, who do you call them? We got to beat those Valley Forge Patriots in 9 days from now. We'll be hosting Valley Forge. What is Valley Forge looking like in boys basketball? You know what Berea Mid Park's looking like. They have like a 3-4 game winning streak. Let's look at the Patriots out there. They are 4-15. They have lost 7 straight games. That's not the best, but you never know what can happen in the OHSAA. Well, next week I won't be doing my show due to President's Day, so the studio will be closed. That's unfortunate, but what's not unfortunate is that we will be back in 2 weeks from now, and that Tommy Maroon Sports Live will have you covered for a big week this week. You got Highland Wadsworth tomorrow, BWJC Wednesday, Highland Berea Mid-Park Thursday, and Highland Copley Friday in both boys basketball, men's basketball, girls basketball, and boys basketball. So until then, I'm Tommy Maroon for Tommy Maroon Sports Live. Thanks for watching. See you in 2 weeks.
You are watching WCTV, Wadsworth Community Television.